Hi, Leo. Welcome to Hey Jupiter Tarot. My name is Melissa and I am intuitive psychic and empath. And like most intuitive psychics, I've been definitely guided down the path in order to start this channel. My guides and my spirits have definitely been pushing me for a while to start this channel. So it is actually an incredible honor for me to be here and be able to do this reading for you. A little bit about me. I'm a mom of two. I also have two fur babies. I'm also a internationally published makeup artist, and I also own a photography studio. Although I will have to say the majority of my time in the last 6 months has really been getting me prepared for starting this YouTube channel and definitely coming more in contact with my spiritual gifts. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a look at the energy that's coming towards you in November, new Scorpio moon. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards, see what that message is. From that message, I'm going to give you my intuitive thought on it, and then I'm going to pull some tarot cards to clarify that message. If I feel that those tarot cards need to be clarified, I'll go ahead and clarify those. If we still need to get down to the nitty-gritty of the message, I'll go ahead and pull the third deck to clarify those tarot cards. Okay, let's see what I'm going to actually use the Yin Yang Oracle. As with most readers, I will let you know that this is a collective reading, which means multiple people, hopefully because it's a new channel, will be reading it, and therefore the energy is a collective energy, which means you don't want to take tarot as the be-all end-all in order to guide your life into making major life decisions. If you are looking for more of a personal reading, go ahead and find a tarot reader. There's many on here that offer personal readings. Right now, I haven't done it yet. I'm just trying to get the channel off the ground. Soon I will be offering, though, personal readings, probably within the next week or two. I'll definitely be offering personal readings. With a personal reading, though, that's still not the be-all, end-all that you want to make a life decision on. Tarot is a tool that the universe gives us in order to give a little bit of insight to a different situation or a question that we might be asking. But it is by no means the be-all, end-all, and we always have free will to make up our own mind and our own decisions. But it definitely can be used in order to help guide you in making a better decision or knowing a little bit of insight about a situation. With that being said, let's see what message Spirit has for you, Leo. The first card out is Pluto and Transformations. Some of you might be going through a huge transformation in your lives right now. Something that either might have started in the summer, a growth that started this summer. And we've got your card out, the fire card, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Let me see if I can get one more message. This one just did a double flip if you didn't see that. So let's go ahead and pull this. Some of you definitely might be going through a transformation and trying to get out of a toxicity, something that you feel that you're bound to. If it's not a relationship, it could be toxic patterns, a toxic way of thinking. So your mind is now being transformed. Trying to see here which deck I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and use this tarot deck, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify each of these cards and then see what we come up with. Go ahead and clarify Pluto for me. I like to have the cards flip out or at least fall or stick out. But if in shuffling these cards, it doesn't work like that, it's okay. I will go ahead and use the typical tarot method, which is to shuffle the cards and then go ahead and pull from the top in order to get the message. Tell me about transformation, please, for Leo. Tell me about transformation, please, for Leo. I'm going to do two more shuffles and then I'm going to pull from the top. Tell me about transformation for Leo, please. I almost feel that you feel stuck and you feel bound, almost like you're drowning, which this card, even though it's the fire sign, her hair is on fire, or her hair is fire, but it's a drowning. It's a drowning type of feeling. But then you have this card, which is growth, which happened in the summer, which is just this beautiful sunset. But I feel like you're drowning. You almost feel bound to the toxicity, the patterns, which is exactly what this card says, that you've been in. Let's see. King of Wands, it's your card. Being transformed for more of a higher end leadership type of role, being more motivational with yourself. The Chariot is clarifying the growth, summer card, moving forward, having the power, the willpower, the confidence to move forward, to go through that growth, that transformation. The Fire card is going to be clarified by the King of Swords. The King of Swords, he's very stoic. He's very disciplined. He's authoritative. It's kind of his way, or, you know, only type of. He's very smart, though. Very smart. Ace of Wands is clarifying the toxicity card, which is the card of having willpower, inspiration, enterprise. So I'm saying that, you know, you're getting there. You're getting the willpower to move forward, the desire to move forward. The Five of Swords is going to clarify the King of Wands. You're still in a conflict type of mindset. So you're still having trouble going ahead and transforming yourself, allowing this growth to happen. You're resisting it. The Nine of Wands, sorry, my nose is suddenly itching. The Nine of Wands is clarifying the Chariot. You're resisting this growth. You're not finding the courage in order to go forward and allow this change to happen for you. You're resisting it. You're in a mindset of disillusionment and withdrawing and trying to escape. But what you need to know is, once you get out of that disillusionment type of mindset, once you stop withdrawing, once you stop, you know, preventing yourself from going forward, because the only way that we grow is through change. So once you stop resisting the change of moving your life forward, you then are going to find your Nine of Pentacles. Your Nine of Pentacles is pure abundance, independence, prosperity, security, and not just financial security, but security within oneself, with being within oneself. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this one more time, a couple more times, actually, Spirit is saying. 3 more times. 2, 3. Five of Swords is going to be clarified by the Two of Swords. You have a decision that you've been indecisive about. You've been waiting on it. You're in a stalemate, impasse type of energy. You're fighting. You're fighting the transformation. You're fighting the growth. You're fighting moving on from something. Obviously, from moving on from this toxic environment or toxic mindset. You keep fighting it, which is holding you back. You're coming to the point, though, where you're going to be almost giving in a sense. You're going to become so incredibly, I get the word kind of exhausted. You're going to become so incredibly exhausted from trying to fight what Spirit wants, what the divine is already pointing you towards, that you're going to give in. Your intuition is very high right now. You have a very high intuition. That inner voice is telling you it's okay. You're going to be safe. It's okay to go forward and to do what you need to do in order to transform. It's time to transform. It's time to let go of this toxic mindset, of this toxic relationship. I really get it being more of a toxic mindset, which could keep you in a toxic relationship. You've got passion, though, and impulsiveness that's definitely kind of pushing you forward, that energy of I just want change, but I'm so afraid of change. I'm really getting that drowning, bound, and while I say bound, nails. They look great on camera, but boy, they're hard to pick up the cards. But I mean, look how horrible this card is. This person feels that they're bound or shackled in their toxicity. They don't know how to move forward. And that's really kind of the energy that I'm getting from you, Leo, right now. But once you get the energy and believe and listen to your intuition and listen to the guidance that Spirit is giving you, you're going to be on to your way of healing, and there's going to be hope renewed with the Star card. You're going to expand, with the Three of Wands, have celebration. Things are going to go great. Upon moving forward and growing, there might be some sadness, some loss, some grief. You might be leaving people behind. If this is a toxic relationship too, then you might be getting the strength to leave that toxic relationship behind. But Spirit is telling you the only way that you're going to be able to grow, and the only way that it looks like you're really going to find your Nine of Pentacles, your ultimate abundance, is by letting go and dealing with the sadness of letting that toxicity go. We've got the Page of Pentacles. You're manifesting this. You want this. You want this financial opportunity, but you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back and keeping yourself in a Ten of Swords, in that defeat, loss, in your head type of atmosphere. The typical card of the Ten of Swords is a person with 10 swords in their back. It's the ultimate. You can't have another sword. You can't handle another disappointment. You can't handle any more of this toxicity. You have come to the very end. So regardless of whether you want the change or not, Spirit is telling you, this is it. How much more? How much more toxicity? How much more bound? How much more do you have to feel like you're drowning before you let go and allow Spirit to point you in the right direction to transform your life? It's you've been incredibly responsible, hardworking, put your all into something. It didn't work. It turned out toxic. That's okay. Spirit is saying it's okay. It's okay that didn't work. It's okay to walk away from it in order to do what's going to work for you. You don't have to hold on any longer, Leo. Eight of Swords, in that entrapment mindset. Still, you're a victim. That victim mentality. Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to do this? Why can't I get what I want where I'm at? Well, a lot of times, in order to get things better in life, we have to move forward. We constantly have to evolve. If you don't evolve, you stay stagnant. And nothing changes. If nothing changes, there's no movement. You just stay right here. Think of yourself in the pond, the end of a pond. If a pond doesn't have some type of filtration system, we're going to try that again. If the pond doesn't have some type of filtration system in it, what happens to the water? It gets green, it gets monkey, algae grows, other things grow in there, and there's no life force. Positive life force. It's toxic life force that starts to grow. Because what happens if something is overtaken by algae? Algae can destroy everything in a moment's time, right? Algae is a very destructive living life force. It's toxic in high amounts in your water. So now you have this pond. There was no filtration system to it. There was no movement. There was no place to circulate it. And it became extremely toxic. think of your situation like that. There's no movement forward. If there's no movement forward and you're staying in place, you're building that toxicity up over and over and over and over because you're not fulfilling what it is that you need to fulfill. You're not allowing yourself to transform to what it is that spirit needs you to transform into. Knight of Cups. That's the first love card that we have here. We've got Wands, which are passion, but passion can be about passion in life, passion in career, but this is actually the very first type of love type of card that we have here. But really it also can be about becoming more emotional, no longer staying within that sword energy where it's just idealistic and stoic and smart and logical. And I'm going to think of things as black and white because that's what I think, black and white. Whereas you add the Knight of Cups here, and now we're getting a few shades of gray in here. Oh, we're opening up our emotional connection with the idea of transformation now. You're getting more confident. Even though you're going through this hopelessness and anxiety and trauma, you're starting to feel a little bit more confident in yourself. You're getting into your Empress energy. You're no longer just in your masculine energy, Leo. You're embodying your feminine energy. Remember, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Sometimes our masculine energy takes over so much. The Swords energy is definitely a very masculine energy. Even if it is the Queen of Swords, she's still very sharp-witted, smart. You're not going to pull one over on me type of energy. Okay, even though she's embodying a feminine, typically, although all the cards are just energy, they're not necessarily female or male, but we just kind of say that to explain it's that more assertive energy, whereas a feminine energy by default just happens to be more warm, loving, nurturing, honest. I don't know why I just said honest. That's very odd. I wouldn't say that male energy is any less honest than female energy, but maybe somebody that you're dealing with in the female is more honest in your life than somebody who has more masculine female energy. I don't know. Hangman, you're still thinking, you're second guessing. Do I move forward? Do I allow this transformation? Do I get out of this toxicity? Do I stop doing these patterns of toxicity? Patterns of toxicity, whatever might be toxic in your lifestyle. Maybe it's overeating. Maybe it's drinking. Maybe it's having affairs. Maybe it's telling little white lies here and there because you don't want this friend to know that you went out with that friend. Anything can end up being a toxic trait if we do it long enough and there is a negative side effect to it. You need to find teamwork, collaborate with possibly a Queen of Pentacles that's going to give you some comfort and security. Strength. You need to find the strength for this transformation, Leo. And stop questioning. You've got the Two of Pentacles here. Adapt to change. Allow yourself to go ahead and adapt to that change that you need to adapt to. Allow love into your life. And here we have the Ace of Cups with the Lovers. So now we have some emotion coming into this decision. The Lovers card, although it can be a divine partnership type or a deep love or a union, it's also a card of choice. And it's a choice being made on an emotional level. Even though it is Gemini's card and an air sign, it's still a choice with emotion behind it. Eight of Wands, moving forward, getting the job done. 10 of Wands, something still feeling burdensome. I'm going to go ahead and pull 4 more cards and then close this out. Queen of Cups, you definitely have the Queen of Cups here. Somebody that is embodying more loving spirit, maybe more intuitive, psychic, nurturing, warm, welcoming to you. Maybe somebody that can guide you into this transformation. The Sun, if you allow the Queen of Cups to guide you into this transformation, you end up with the Sun, the success, joy, the happiest card in the tarot. After you get through the conflict, the competition, and the toxicity, once you leave the toxicity of this relationship, you then come to a point in your life where there is no more competition, there is no more toxicity. You're in temperance, you're in harmony, your life is in balance now. Leo, this was a pretty fulfilling reading, and it's definitely, I mean, the message is as plain as day. It's time to allow yourself to transform. It's time to let go of what you feel is holding you down, is drowning you, or is binding you. Whether it's an idea, whether it's patterns of behavior, whether it's a toxic relationship. And remember, this is a collective reading, so it's going to be different for everybody. Some will be relationships, some will be the mindset, some will be jobs that they have to leave, that they're toxic. What I'd like to do now is go ahead and pull some higher self oracle cards and close out with the message from Spirit. Leo, this was a very intense, empowering though. You have it in you to empower yourself, to believe in yourself. You just need to find the strength to walk away from whatever it is that is binding you, that is holding you back, that is making you think that you can't transform and move forward. Spirit, angels, and guides, do you have any more messages for Leo? I don't know if we have any more messages. That was a really, okay, this one wants to come out. So you have some unexpected news coming. Which we saw that, I think the Eight of Wands card was out here. I mean, I think we have every card in the deck out here. This one wants to, I'm clearing past life traumas. Well, isn't that appropriate? What is one of the ways that we transform ourselves? By letting go of the karma and trauma. I don't know why I just said karma. Remember, anything that a tarot reader says in their reading, there's a message behind it. I think you're also clearing away karma. And if you feel that you're in a toxic relationship, if that's what's binding you is a toxic relationship, it's a really good possibility that it's a karmic relationship. Stop the mind chatter. You are safe. I don't think Spirit could say it even better. You're safe. You are safe to let go of the toxicity. You are safe to move forward, to allow your life to transform the way that Spirit wants it to transform and the way that you want it to transform. You already know it's already here. It's already here, but here and here aren't meeting. You need them to meet, and then you need to allow yourself to transform. Leo, it was an incredible honor to do your reading for you. Thank you for tuning into my channel, and please keep tuning into the channel. And if you haven't I can't talk. If you haven't subscribed, liked, and shared the video, if you found this useful, please do so. And be blessed, Leo.